Ah. Hágame. Ah. Oh. Yeah. Well. Okay, okay. Oof. Oh. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Ah! Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yay. Look. Oh my. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Look at this shit. Baby. Hey, where y'all go? Chris. Yeah. Mm. Well, Oh. Nice shot. When the night is young and the land is be afraid. Just as long stand by me, darling, stand by me. What?
If I walked into an adult massage parlor pretending to be a 16-year-old kid, would they give me a happy ending?
I'm ready for my tuggy.
It's my 16th birthday.
Yeah, I got this pocket money from school.
For a massage.
I'm 16 years old.
Oh my god!
What do you have to say for yourself? You were going to touch an underage glizzy. But here's the thing. While I'm inside these different massage parlors, I'll be wearing a wire, meaning the Reese Bros will be able to hear everything that's going on inside these massage parlors. And if these EDP 445s agree to give an underage kid a massage, well, the Reese Bros are going to burst through the door as my angry dad and catch him in 4K.
He hasn't even got hair on his legs. How old do you think he was?
I don't know.
Which brings us to step one of the plan, getting rid of all the hair from my body so it looks like I haven't hit puberty yet.
Just keep the noise down. It's filthy.
Yeah, I'll keep the noise down for sure, yeah. Fuck! Is that two? Oh! Yeah, you gotta keep it.
That was your first kiss.
After receiving my first kiss, my goal was to get the second base and head to the first massage parlor of the day.
Darling, sorry, not busy.
Busy?
Yeah, can you later cafe?
He won't last long, will he? He won't last long.
No.
We didn't last more than 5 minutes.
I'm working.
You give tuggies. Bro, there's a man in there with tattoos that gives tuggies.
Oh, that's
Is it alright that I'm 16?
No!
Alright, fair.
I can't.
I just wanted a tuggy. From the man. Oh, sir, what's...
Mate, I only went for a proper massage.
Yeah, that's what they all say, buddy.
Oh, whatever.
Oi.
Yo, this video was a mistake, bro.
After outrunning the tuggy monster down the main highway of the Gold Coast, he decided to get in his car and look for me.
Oh, wait, that's him. I just came in for a regular massage, he said. Bro. I think he's coming for you, bro. Dude, he's at the lights there.
That's him. But lucky for me, I've played too much COD Search and Destroy, and my hiding spots are goated.
How do you feel, Floppy?
Like you guys always comment, Floppy's gonna have to get life insurance out, and this could be the video that happens. After narrowly escaping with my life on the first attempt, it was time to hit parlor number 2. How much to get my glizzy touched? Happy ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this pocket money from school.
Huh?
Is it okay that I'm 15?
50? No.
It seemed like another failed attempt was on the cards, until I was walking out where I was met with this strange man lingering outside the parlor. I'm 16 years old, can you just shout me a quick tuggy? I'll pay you. We're going together and you just say you're my dad. I'm 16 though, okay, let's go.
Stop. Oh my God.
No, it's my dad. You know, okay, I'm here.
Do you want to do this together?
That's it, quiet, nobody knows. Inside there.
Oh, you even not busy neither, okay?
Thankfully, the nice lady stuck to her morals. As for the man, well, he's about to get what's coming for him. Being filmed? You were about to shout a 16-year-old kid a tuggy? This is my real dad. Why were you going to shout a 16-year-old kid a tuggy?
It was at this moment that he knew.
buddy.
He was going to buy me a
Looking for you, mate. You guys buy groceries.
He was going to buy me a tuggy, though.
What?
He sort of was. It's him.
What's going on, mate? It's my f***ing son. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Like, I don't know whether to say it's a W's man's or like a not W's man. You know what I mean? He's trying to help a brother out and get him a rubbing tug, but at the same time, I'm 16. What do you guys comment below, seriously? With a confirmed sighting of an EDP in the area, we knew we were getting closer to our targets, which is when the video took a drastic turn. I just want to get a massage.
Yeah, how long do you want?
Okay, 30 minutes, yeah.
Okay, $50.
I'm ready for my tuggy.
I'm 18 and donkeys.
18 or 17? 17 you're the 18?
I turned 18 in 1 month.
Let me see.
I don't have any money on me.
No idea. Yeah, take closer. Just take closer.
Now, if you think 17 isn't that bad, well, first of all, someone should check your hard drive. But secondly, it got much worse as the angry dads listened on. I'm ready for my tuggy.
He said, I'm ready for my tuggy.
It's my 16th birthday. My dad says it's okay. He gave me pocket money.
He's on the table.
I'm here on holidays.
And as simple as that, she flipped me over, and well, let's just roll the clip. Now, you can all take a guess as to where that hand is going, but that's still not even the worst thing that happened that day, because what happened next would be the final straw that gives us enough evidence to burst through the door and expose these EDPs.
Is it okay? I'm 16. Is it okay? 16? Yeah. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
I'm just on my school break.
Oh, school?
Yeah, school break.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All that was left to do was to say the code word and let the trolling begin.
Oh my God, Lizzie's being touched.
It's because he's being touched.
Should I go?
Wait, you want to prank him?
Yeah.
Lizzie gobbler.
Rectum, where are ya?
That's my dad.
Where's Rectum?
Dad?
Why? Why pizza?
Dad?
What the f?
Dad?
Did you touch his glizzy?
No, it's one massage.
What type of massage?
Huh?
Where's my son?
Dad?
What's going on in here?
No.
It's happened 4 times this week, buddy. What are you doing in here? Why was his pants down?
Some of the EDPs tried to make a runner, while others made excuses as the stages of grief started to kick in.
Where'd your clothes off? What'd you do to him?
No, we didn't even start.
Start what? Did they touch your rectum?
Yeah, they were going to touch me.
You need to talk to me for a second.
Yes.
We'll have a chat. Tell me the truth. What happened, mate?
I don't know what to Dad, what does this mean?
No, it's one.
This one?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Only massage. Is one pay me 50.
Banana massage?
Huh?
So she touched your willy?
No banana.
How come you didn't check his ID?
No.
Even the general public started to get involved.
They're touching my son's penis.
I'm 16 years old.
Oh my God!
He's premature. He can't even yet.
I shoot blanks.
Touching.
Dad! Ow!
Stupid boy.
You've done now, please stop!
Dana, why didn't you check his ID? You ask for ID normally.
Turn it there, mate. He's done. Pull Tracy Grimshaw. Pull Tracy Grimshaw.
What's this thing? Was that going to go up my son?
She did this, what does this?
Not me.
Did she put your finger in your rectum?
I don't know.
Bad boy.
You gotta wear gloves from now on. You don't know how old people are.
You're setting a trap.
And as denial was well and truly set in, the trap was about to get much worse as security was about to rock up just in time for the next stage.
Is he getting a rubby?
I will demonstrate. My rectum, your friend's finger.
You come before.
My dad's married to my mum.
No. You come the before.
My dad is a good Christian boy. He doesn't get rubby tuggies.
Hey, you come the before.
Dad. Then there was bargaining.
Pour money in your bag.
That's not money, but it became money when you let him pull his out.
Now I call up this.
All right, we'll get him here, and then we'll get his ID out.
Put the police on speaker.
Hello? Yeah?
And finally, acceptance.
Post-match interview.
Fuck off.
Am I packing heat for 16?
Go. You bad people. You
Willie?
steal people.
I steal?
Yes.
You stole my virginity.
I got caught by the glizzy gobbler. But just like everything in life, catching these EDPs came at a price.
Where?
See you later, bro.
Oh yeah, so he's all sweet to stay.
Come on, son. Like and subscribe, guys. I'm actually 18.
I love you guys. Once again, always a pleasure, never a chore. Their links are in the description. Noah's behind the camera. Oh, just a quick channel update. Within the next month, I should be able to start uploading videos weekly. I see all your messages, and trust me, I want to do that, but currently I'm working 2 jobs, and it can be proved quite difficult. But with the support of you fucking absolute legends, I should be able to quit my 2 jobs within the next month and go full-time on YouTube. This is the first time I've ever seen consistent growth on my channel, and I just want to say thank you so fucking much. Seriously, it is always a pleasure, never a chore. I don't just say that for no reason. I do not see myself doing anything else, and I will never take this for granted, so thank you.
What is going on, you guys? Today we've brought you an amazing series, Reset. The series opens with Lee calling the police to tell them that a bus is going to explode. We then see the number 45 bus blow up in the middle of an intersection. Lee then wakes up in the number 45 bus next to Zhao, and she was breathing heavily, so Zhao offers her a tissue paper. Lee looks at him and she then starts screaming that Zhao is trying to sexually assault her. But Zhao, confused, tries to explain himself, but everyone in the bus starts condemning his behavior. Lee then asks the bus driver to turn around and go to the police station, but everyone tells her that she should wait as there will be a police station at the next shop, and she then begs the driver to just let her out, and after annoying everyone, the driver stops and lets her out before getting to the next stop. Lee then asks someone to come with her as a witness, but when everyone refuses, she pulls out Zhao and tells him that he will go with her. After the bus leaves, Lee apologizes to Zhao and she starts walking back, but Zhao, confused and annoyed by Lee, just calls another cab and goes on his way. Lee takes out her phone and tries to call her mom, but she hears a loud boom which stops her from moving. She then gets hit by a motorcycle and she wakes up in the hospital with a concussion. She's then taken to her room, and on her way, she sees a dying Zhao getting taken to another room. Captain Zhang arrives at the explosion and finds everyone on the bus dead. Then from the CCTV cameras, he sees Lee and Zhao getting off the bus right before it explodes, so he sends Detective Chang to talk to Lee. Chang arrives in Lee's room and asks her why she got off the bus, but Lee struggles to remember why she got off the bus, and first she tells him that she had a medical emergency, and she then tells him that someone tried to molest her. Her story is not adding up for Shang, and he starts to suspect that maybe she is also a suspect, but just then Captain Zhang arrives at her room and takes over the interview. Suddenly, Lee remembers everything and starts telling Zhang what happened that day, as Lee went on the bus to get to the bookstore. She sat next to Zhao and she dozes off and falls asleep, and she then hears a phone ringing which wakes her up, but as she opens her eyes, she sees a bright light that burns her face. Lee wakes up in the bus and starts thinking the thing she felt was a bad dream, but she hears the phone ringing again, and this time she sees the bus explode. She then wakes up again in the bus, but this time she freaks out and she realizes that she was dying again and again. So she tries to get out of this bus forcibly, but that didn't work and the bus, again, exploded. She then tries a fourth time and a fifth time by claiming medical emergencies that didn't really work as well, as only Zhao was the only one that believed her. But this time, she saw how the bus exploded, and she tells Zhang that the bus was going fast, but a motorcycle gets in front of it, and the bus driver then swerves not to hit the motorcycle, but it crashes into an oil tank truck and explodes. On her sixth awakening, Lee fakes being molested to get out of the bus, and she takes Zhao too so she can save him, but it clearly didn't work as Zhao still got hurt. After hearing all the story, Zhang doesn't really believe her, and he gets a text telling him that Zhao is dying, and we see the doctors trying to save Zhao's life, but Zhao still dies, and the episode ends as we see him wake up in the bus next to Lee. As we progress to the next episode, episode 2, the episode opens when Lee pulled Zhao out of the bus, and he then gets a taxi which stops at red light, and we then see the perspective of the motorcycle delivery driver who's running late for a delivery. We see him distracted by his phone, and he gets into traffic which causes the accident that blows up the bus and the taxi. After he dies in the hospital, Zhao wakes up next to Lee, and he then asks her if they have met before, and Lee immediately figures out that he's in the same cycle with her. Lee, excited that finally someone can understand the situation, starts asking Zhao if he remembers what happened, but he was too freaked out to talk to her, and he tries to get off the bus, which doesn't really work, and the bus blows up again. But since he's in a cycle, he wakes up in the bus again and he tries to get off, and Lee watches him as he tries what she already tried to do again and again with no success. And Zhao finally gives up and listens to Lee, and she tells him about the cycle and hypothesizes that the reason he is now with her is because she got him off the bus with her the first time. They then come up with this plan to delay the bus enough that it won't crash, so they go to the front of the bus and alert the driver of the incoming motorcyclist, and this plan works as the driver stops just before hitting the motor and everyone passes without a crash. Zhao and Lee then start celebrating, but when they start going over the bridge, Lee hears the phone ringing, and then boom, the bus explodes and they're back to that same cycle again. Lee remembers the phone ringing and believes that there's a bomb in the bus, so she and Zhao use the only strategy that worked before, and they get off the bus after Lee claims that Zhao tried to assault her. She then calls the police and informs them that there's a bomb on the bus, and the two then go to the bridge and hope that the police get there in time, but the bus blows up before the police get there. Captain Zhang hears about the phone call to the police, and they track Lee and Zhao using CCTV cameras, and the episode ends as the police rush to catch Lee and Zhao. We then move on to episode 3 of our amazing series, Reset, and the episode opens with Lee and Zhao mapping out their loops so they can figure out when and why the bus blows up, and they run all 10 resets, and they figure out that every time there's a reset, they travel 1 minute back in time. Meanwhile, Captain Zhang and his team arrive at the park and look for them, and they see them on top of the tower, and they rush to catch them. Lee and Zhao discussed what they should tell the police when they eventually get caught, and since Lee had experienced this before, she proposes to lie to the police and come up with some simple excuse, but Zhao fully disagrees with her and convinces her to just tell the truth so that even if the police don't believe them, they still won't be able to charge them without any proof. Lee and Zhao are then taken to the police station and put into different interrogation rooms, and Deputy Director Du instructs Zhang to investigate Lee while Qi-Yang investigates Zhao. The two start their interviews and they get different responses, and Lee stays quiet as she knows no one is going to believe her, as Zhao tries to explain everything to Qi-Yang, which really doesn't go well. Du watches from the security feed and orders a drug test on Lee and Zhao, and she also goes through their files and learns that Zhao is a game architect and that Lee is a college student. She also learns that they've never met before, which makes her confused, because how did they get off the bus together, and how did they also know about the bomb? Zhang finally manages to make Lee talk, and she tells him everything, including the last time he talked to her, and Zhao is also still trying to explain the loop, but Qi-Yang was really impatient with him. Zhang and Qi-Yang then exchange Lee and Zhao to try and make the two turn on each other by claiming that they got accused by the other, but Lee figures out that she's being lied to, and the drug tests also come up negative, which makes things more confusing for the police. Du then gets a call from the police on site confirming that there was indeed a bomb on the bus, and she calls in Zhang and tells him that someone in the city will come to the station soon and that she won't be able to tell him about the loop theory. Du then goes into Zhao's investigation room and informs him that he's been formally charged with the bombing of the bus. Meanwhile, Lee was sleeping in her room, and the episode ends as we see her wake up inside the bus. Episode 4 continues with Lee waking up inside the bus, and she finds Zhao sleeping on her shoulder, and she awkwardly tries to move him without waking him up, which kinda doesn't work, and the two then discuss what they learned during their investigation. They agree to tell people in the bus that there's a bomb, but as soon as Lee shouts that there is a bomb in the bus, the bomb is detonated immediately and they all die. The two wake up in their seats again, but now they're equipped with the knowledge that the bomber is inside the bus with them. If I was a bomber and I was about to kill people, I don't think I'd be on the same bus that I was blowing up, but hey, whatever rocks your boat. On the next cycle, they start examining the people inside the bus, and they look for people that they think are suspicious, but no one is suspicious enough. But they then realize that there's one person missing. A person who always sat in the back wearing a face mask and a black hat. They realize that they've gone back enough, that they have one more station to go. The two then get off the bus at the next station, and we see the man get off the bus, and Lee then immediately calls the police and tells them that there's a bomb on the bus. Zhao hides from the cameras and then tells her to follow him from afar, and once they reach the park, Zhao angrily asks her why she called the police and revealed herself, as he planned to go through the evidence and find out who the bomber is before they are caught, and is angry that Lee called the police without discussing with him first. Meanwhile, the police led by Zhang make a roadblock and stop incoming traffic. Then Qi-Yang with the other officers goes into the bus, but when they try to search people's bags, the bomb blows up, but this time Qi-Yang also dies. Back to Lee and Zhao, Zhao feels bad for being angry at her, and they then see the police have also failed to stop the bomb, and Lee tells him that he can go and promises that she won't tell the police about him. She then picks up the phone when she gets the call from the police, and surrenders in front of the park. Zhao sees from afar as she's taken by the police, and he leaves to go to his meeting, but on his way, he feels too guilty leaving her and he decides to investigate the bombing some more, and he opens his laptop and goes through all the news reports about the bombings. Meanwhile, Lee was getting investigated, and she tells the police everything again, but no one really believes her, again, and she tries to ask to talk to Zhang or Chiang, which surprises the police as she shouldn't have known that they would be on the case. Director Du also sees Zhao getting off the bus with her and orders her men to find him. Zhang then goes to talk to Lee, but before he could talk much, Lee's phone rings and Zhang then accepts the call and puts it on speaker. Zhao was the caller, and he asks if she was still there, but she then responds by saying that I already broke up with you. And this alerts Zhao of what's going on, and the episode ends as he tells Lee to go to sleep. On episode 5, it continues just as Zhao tells Lee to go to sleep, and Zhao then packs his bags and goes to find a drugstore so he could get some sleeping pills. Du sends Zhang and his team to find Zhao, and they track his phone to get to him. Zhao gets to the drugstore, but he couldn't get sleeping pills as it required a prescription. But the pharmacist just gives him melatonin pills to help him sleep, and he takes that and then goes to the supermarket. And there he buys some alcohol and he takes it with the pill. Zhang finds Zhao half dozed off and mumbling, but they bring him inside the car, but as they were driving to the station, he falls asleep and wakes up on the bus with Lee. They apologize to each other for not ending things on a good note last time, and they come up with an idea to take the bag of the masked man. They first try faking a fight, but then try to take the bag off the man, but he fights them off and then he blows up the bus. Next, Zhao sees the man was on his phone, so he accuses him of taking secret pictures of Lee and then tries to grab his bag. This goes a little better as Zhao manages to apprehend him, but the man starts having an asthma attack, and Lee then goes to grab the bag, saying that she would look for his meds inside, but he still grabs onto his bag, and the bus blows up before she can take it off of him. Next, they plan to stop him from going to the bus, so when they reach the bus, Lee blocks the guy, then Zhao grabs him from the back and stops him from getting on the bus. They then finally manage to look inside his bag, but they just find a cat and they realize that the reason the man was not letting them open his bag was because animals weren't allowed on buses, so they leave him alone and go to a restaurant to further investigate. There they discuss how they reset, and they figure out both of them need to be asleep to reset, and that if only one person goes to sleep, they go into a dream and wait for the other person to arrive. They then see the news of the bus explosion, and Zhao then looks for posts about it, and finds a video talking about one of the passengers, and Lee then suggests that they should go to the site and find people who knew the victims so they could learn more about them and figure out who this bomber is. Lee and Zhao go to the crash site and look around, and they then run into the masked man, and he confronts them and asks them if they saved his life intentionally, and the man has also seen the news and figured out something weird was going on with Lee and Zhao, and the episode ends as he grabs them and tells them to come with him. On episode 6, the episode continues as the masked man brings them into his secret apartment where he keeps his cats, and he then asks them to tell him the truth, and they decide to tell him thinking that since he's also saved, he might as well just be in the loop with them. Get it? Loop? Huh, so funny. Lee explains everything to him, and to her surprise, he completely believes her, and he even brings out a comic book and tells them that they should start a superhero team. Excited somebody finally believed them, Lee agrees to form a team. The three then look into the passengers and try to remember anyone that was acting suspicious, and the masked man comes up with one passenger who had a briefcase, and they agree to look further into him. He then gets a call from his mom and tells them that he needs to leave, and as he walks away, he tells them that he can help even if they don't join the loop, and to believe them, he tells them to use his name Lu. Lee and Zhao then get a hotel room for the night, and they then do their thing on their computers and look for new information, and they look through social media posts and find one of the passengers' live streams, and they see in the comment section a lot of people calling an older guy holding a bag full of watermelons creepy. Lee and Zhao have ruled out the old man before, but after seeing the comments, they decide to further look into him. The police have figured out that there was a bomb on the bus, and they look through everyone that went on the bus, and they see the incident between Lu, Zhao, and Lee, so Du orders Zhang to bring them in. Lu first gets the call and he's asked to come to the station, and Li and Zhao also get the call shortly after, and they agree to come to the station as well. Zhao realizes the only reason the police want to talk to them this late at night is because they have found the bomb. So him and Li decide not to tell the police about the loop and just gather information for now. They also realize Lu will be questioned too, which makes them worry that he might tell the police about everything. Lu arrives first and he's interviewed by Qi Yang and Zhang, and he tells them that Li and Zhao thought he stole their bag, but that it was just a misunderstanding. But Zhang notices Lu's body language and figures out that he's lying, and the episode ends as he tells Qi Yang to find out what Li and Zhao are hiding. On episode 7, it opens with a flashback to when Ma, the watermelon guy, was getting released out of prison. He was in prison after he killed someone in a car accident, and he was very excited to be released early and see his family, but his wife tells him to stay away from her and their son, as she doesn't want her son to be associated with him anymore. Back in the present, the police interview Li and Zhao separately. Both tell them that they were a couple that saw the bag and thought it was theirs, and the police ask them if they found anyone suspicious in the bus, and they both point to Ma. After their interview, Du wants to release all three, but Zhang is still suspicious of them, so he only releases Li and tells his team to monitor her. Li is then escorted out by the police, but as she goes out, she overhears about Ma, and she tells the police that she will wait for Zhao there, and they let her sit outside the interview room. There she sees Ma's ex-wife and son talking about him, and the son has been with Zhang and tells his mom that the police might think that this is some kind of revenge done by the family of the person that died during the car accident. Li overhears everything and she follows Ma's son outside, and she asks him about Ma, and he reveals to her that Ma was coming to the city just to visit him. Meanwhile, Lu's mom comes barging into the station with his diary, and Lu has written what happens that day and how Li and Zhao saved him. Zhang then reads the diary and orders his team to pull all three of them into a different interrogation room. Li and Zhao first try to stick to their stories, but when they learn about Lu's diary, they tell the police about the loop, but just like all the times before, the police don't believe them. The time then reaches midnight, and Li and Zhao wake up back on the bus again, revealing that they cannot go past that day, even if they survive the bomb. Li and Zhao wait for the next stop, and they see as Lu enters the bus, and they then try to talk to him, but they realize that he's not in the loop with them, as he doesn't remember who they are. And they then decide to focus on Ma since they don't have a lot of time. Zhao fakes an argument with Li, and using the distraction, he steps onto the watermelons and breaks them, and Ma, upset, pushes him, but then quickly apologizes, and he then takes out all the watermelons to see the damage, and Li and Zhao see that he doesn't have a bomb. Li confronts Ma and tells him that she knows his son and that he told her he missed his dad, and Ma reveals to them that he brought the watermelon because his son loves it and because he hasn't seen him in years. He then breaks the watermelons and gives it to everyone in the bus, and we see everyone happy for a second as they eat the delicious watermelon, but it all ends as the phone rings and the bus blows up. Li and Zhao reset in the bus, and the episode ends as they see their next targets. On episode 8, the episode begins a few days before the bombing. Jiao, who's one of the passengers, was having dinner with his friends, and he returns home the next day, but he gets evicted. Back to the present time, Li and Zhao are deciding who to investigate first, and they're more suspicious of Jiao, who has a suitcase, than Tao, who's a lady with something in a plastic bag. But since it's easier to look at what's in the plastic bag, they decide to investigate Tao at first. Li goes, he takes it with the pill. Zhang finds Zhao half dozed off and mumbling, but they bring him inside the car. They apologize to each other for not ending things on a good note last time, and they come up with an idea to take the bag of the masked man. They first try faking a fight, but then try to take the bag off the man, but he fights them off and then he blows up the bus. Next, Zhao sees the man was on his phone, so he is suspicious of them, so he only releases Li and tells his team to monitor her. Li is then escorted out and see his family, but his wife tells him to stay away from her and they're suspicious in the bus, and they both point to Ma. After their interview, Du wants to release all three, but Zhang is still suspicious of them, so he only releases Li and tells his team to monitor her. Li is then escorted out by the police, but as she goes out, she overhears about Ma, and she tells the police that she will wait for Zhao there, and they let her sit outside the interview room. There she sees Ma's ex-wife and son talking about him, and the son has been with Zhang and tells his mom that the police might think that this is some kind of revenge done by the family of the person that died during the car accident. Lee overhears everything and she follows Ma's son outside, and she asks him about Ma, and he reveals to her that Ma was coming to the city just to visit him. Meanwhile, Lu's mom comes barging into the station with his diary, and Lu has written what happens that day and how Li and Zhao saved him. Zhang then reads the diary and orders his team to pull all three of them into a different interrogation.